hot debate about the president's proposal in the State of the Union to raise the minimum wage in America. He said he wants to raise it from $7.25 an hour to $9, tied to inflation. And that will affect 15 million people. By the way, they're nearly two-thirds women, and they're young, working to make their way into the middle class. So how much would this help? Here's ABC Chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl.
The president took his State of the Union message on the road today to Asheville, North Carolina, touting his most controversial new proposal, raising the minimum wage.
It's time for an increase in the minimum wage, because if you work full-time, you shouldn't be in poverty.
Lucas Case of Henderson County, North Carolina, is a high school grad who couldn't afford college. He makes the minimum wage washing dishes.
Well, it's not fun living paycheck to paycheck.
Working 30 hours a week, Lucas earns just $217. A raise to $9 an hour would mean $52 a week more in his paycheck. What would he do with the extra money?
Be able to do more things, have a better life.
The raise would be enough to lift at least some people out of poverty. A full-time minimum wage worker earns $14,500 a year. For a single parent with a child, that's below the federal poverty line. $9 an hour means an annual salary of $18,000, slightly above the poverty level. But critics say there's a big downside. Raise the minimum wage, and employers won't be able to hire as many workers.
Why would we want to make it harder for small employers to hire people?
As evidence, they point to the unemployment rate among young people, who are the most likely to earn the minimum wage. Youth unemployment went up after the minimum wage was increased 6 years ago, and it now stands at nearly 24%, much higher than the overall unemployment rate.
The president faces a big uphill fight on this in Congress from Republicans who say that raising the minimum wage would only send the unemployment rate higher. As one Senate Republican told me today, the last thing employers need right now is to make hiring people more expensive. Diane?
Morning after the State of the Union. Thanks so much, Jonathan Karl.